We're going to Florida. Paul, you're up.
Oh my goodness, Ryan, thank you so much for your time. This has been so fun for me because being born and raised in Hawaii, like volleyball is like kind of the state sport.
Yeah.
So this has been really, really cool. I'm curious because with the Olympics just happening, right, and we've kind of noticed this collapse in the past couple of years with sports where a lot of teams are like ahead, but they're like not able to finish. And there's an interesting experience. I think it was in like the semifinal or whatever. I was watching the men's team play Poland, and they were up 2 games to 1, and they were in control in the fourth set. But then there was just like one thing that happened. I think it was like an out call. I'm curious for you, have you had an experience as a player where like you were dominating and then something happened and the game kind of lost, like you just went downhill afterwards? And then how have you like one learned how to combat that and also incorporate that into your business career?
Yeah. Yeah, that was an unfortunate loss by the U.S. and I was obviously rooting for them. I thought they were, like you said, they were in control of that game against Poland. By the way, Poland's the number one team in the world, so they're a really good team. But I thought the U.S. should have definitely won that game. The lesson learned there is it's not easy winning gold medals, because the U.S. was playing really good volleyball and they end up winning bronze. And so the margin of difference between winning gold and winning bronze, or even taking fourth, as you see, is literally in the sport of volleyball is just a couple points here or there. That's all it came down to, was just a couple points. I don't know if you guys saw does everybody see the 100 men's track, the 100-meter race? I mean, literally the difference between first place and last place was like far less than a second. Maybe it might even been less than a half a second. And so it's just amazing what it takes to kind of do that. To answer your question, I think I'll go back to my first Olympics. So again, we come in, we're ranked 5th in the world. We're kind of feeling like, hey, we're going to compete. We're going to compete for a medal. Our very first match, we win the first set and we played really good. And I'm thinking, oh, this is going to be great. We end up losing the next 3 sets. So we lost that match. And then we go on and lose the rest of our matches in our pool. And so, being able to be in this funk. And the worst part for me is as soon as our Olympics was done, a lot of people don't know this. You have a choice as an athlete. You can either stay and kind of enjoy the Olympics and you get to stay in the village and you can do that, or you can go home. I ended up getting kind of sick. And so I chose to go home. And on our plane home and I was feeling on the plane, I was feeling super dejected, as you could probably imagine. I did not like to lose. I felt like I didn't play my best, all of those things. And on our plane was actually the U.S. baseball team that had literally just won gold. And all of the athletes are kind of like showing their medals to everybody, and they're running up and down the aisles and giving everybody high fives. And I'm just sitting there kind of in the corner, just wallowing in my despair. And but again, like I mentioned early on in the call, it kind of added some fuel to my fire. And I was like, all right, I'm not going to let this happen again. And I actually was at that point was really looking forward to the next Olympics in 2004. And so a lot of it's mindset, right? Because a lot of these guys on the U.S. team that lost to Poland, I'm hoping that right now they're thinking to themselves, man, we were right there. Let me just use this as a way to kind of ignite and fuel my fire for LA, and see if we can maybe get over the hump and actually get to the actual end result of winning gold.
Yeah, that was awesome. I was like so convinced that they were going to win gold because like their setter and libero is like world class, and
Yeah.
it was just unfortunate. But thank you so much. That was an incredible story. Thank you.
Thanks, Paul.